Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Here we are at the end of Irithyll of the Boreal Valley, and we are doing pretty good. We got pretty much all the items, all the key items, and we are ready to face the boss. The boss of this particular area is not very easy, in my opinion. A lot of people will disagree and say he's very easy if you parry him and shit, but I can't really do that, so we'll be fighting him the normal way, the scrub way. And yeah, um, before we do it, we're gonna summon Henri, because we're definitely gonna need her for this, I feel. And yeah, with all that out of the way, let's get ready for the boss fight. Oh god. There we go. We'll just heal back to full so we can start this fight properly. And get ready, everyone, because this is like where the true Dark Souls begins. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna mute my mic for this too, because this boss fight's just really epic. So, I hope you guys enjoy. And that was Pontiff Suliban, ladies and gentlemen. That was the tyrant of Irithyll of the Boreal Valley. He has a very cool move set, very cool boss. Not a particularly easy boss either. I actually had a pretty easy time fighting him, but I think it's because these Chaos Bed Vestiges are just so good. And also because... I mean... Henri sort of tanked most of the damage. If I didn't have Henri, all that bullshit would have flown my way instead. And that is not to say that the boss is bullshit. It is actually a pretty well designed boss. It is just very difficult for me personally when I usually fight him one-on-one. But now we will see what we can make with this soul. Here we got the Great Sword of Judgment. It's a pretty good quality great sword with intelligence scaling. And it's got a pretty good weapon art, too. It allows it to imbue your weapon with dark magic. And then the Profane Greatsword, which is a mostly strength scaling greatsword. And conversely, the weapon art on this weapon will imbue it with fire damage. So, yeah. Pontiff Sullivan's Soul can be used to get some pretty good weapons here. We are not going to be using them, though, for the sake of our playthrough. So, for us, that'll just be some extra level ups. I think we're going to put a bit more into intelligence. I'm going to try to get our intelligence to 25 by the time we get the Moonlight Greatsword. So that at least that way we will be able to do a decent amount of damage with it.
Farewell, Ashen One.
I don't want to end up getting the Greatsword and then it turns out to be bad. Because we didn't have enough intelligence damage scaling on it. And yeah, once again, we can't really do anything with the Blacksmith or the Pyromancer here. So we'll just use this Undead Bone Shard that I completely forgot about, and we will continue to the next part of Irithyll. But first I'm going to see which spell I want to get here. You know what? I will try Great Chaos Firework just to see how good it is. Because I'm sure it is a good spell, I'm sure it is a good spell, I just don't want to waste too much mana on having, like, two very overpowered spells at the same time. I usually like to have one OP spell and then, like, 2 or 3 other spells that don't cost a whole lot of mana, but are good enough for, like, normal enemies. So yeah, coming out here, you will find a plethora of crystal lizards. We will not be able to get all of them in one run, unfortunately. Why did I do a kick? Oh my god, I can't even hit it. Yeah, we won't be able to get all of them in one run. I don't know if it's even possible to get them all in one run. Because they run much faster and disappear much faster in this game than they do in Demon Souls. So we'll just take what we can get for now, and we will continue to the next part of Irithyll. This giant, snowy, frozen castle. Just sitting around here. It's absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love how gorgeous this area looks. Down here you'll also find a bunch of giants. We're not going to mess with them just yet. Because there's one... Oh god. There's one set of enemies I would like us to deal with before we take on the giants. Because they will be kind of annoying unless we deal with them first. Right, down here you can get a dark stone plate ring. That is very useful for absorbing dark magic damage, obviously. Dark magic damage in this game tends to be very overpowered from the get-go, so having a ring to resist that damage can be very useful. Now coming up here, you want to immediately come up here before you go fight all those enemies. Because right here you can activate this elevator, and that will act as a shortcut to get you to and from the bonfire. So you don't have to walk all the way around again. It is one of the fastest unlockable shortcuts in this game, since all you really have to do is run about 20 feet to get to it. Alright. That crystal lizard will give you a simple gem. I don't remember what simple gems do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it probably evens out the scaling on your weapon, so you can make it more of a quality weapon. You'd have a weapon with like an A scaling in strength and a C scaling in dexterity. A simple gem would make it like B scaling in both. So, like, it would even it out a bit, I guess. Let's try this Great Chaos Firework. Yeah. So similar to Chaos Storm, in addition to throwing a fireball at your enemy, you're also creating a lava pool for it to become staggered after you hit it with the fireball. So it's pretty useful for that purpose. The Golden Ritual Spear, I'm not sure how useful that is. I'm gonna look for it real quick here. It is a spear weapon, obviously. It has a very good scaling in faith. And it can also... Okay, that's cool. So it's got decent dex and faith scaling. And it can be used as either a spear or a staff. So I guess that would be like a pretty okay weapon for a spell sword, although I'm sure, you know, there's no harm in simply having a staff in your offhand slot instead. Now, killing these enemies up here that throw fireballs at you, I highly recommend you kill these guys first, because if you don't, they will attack you non-stop while you're fighting the giants down there. You don't have to kill these guys, but it is very much recommended that you do. They are very resistant to our attacks, too. That's unfortunate. Oh, God. Oh, God, that actually scared... that actually scared me. We got invaded. We actually got invaded right as we were fucking, like, thinning out those enemies. That is insane. Alright, I'm gonna try to get this invader to come with me over here so that we can fight him in a more controlled environment. Alright. Let's see how good this fight is. Oh, God. He does a lot of damage. Oh, we've been invaded by another person. Well, we're pretty much doomed to die here, I think. Oh, God. Please don't. This is the only fight I'm going to heal for, because we got two different invaders. Yeah, I don't think he's going to fall for the good old fireball trick here. Oh, he is going to gank us. Alright. Sorry if I'm not talking too much. I'm just trying to focus. Oh, I backed myself into a corner. I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. Well. I guess I gave them an honorable fight. Well. That's the PvP in this game, guys. Don't know what to tell you. At least we got that elevator shortcut so we can get right back up to those guys that we were fighting. I think we're going to stay out of Embered Form because this area in particular is actually a pretty good PvP hotspot, so staying in Ember Form in this area is probably not a good idea if you're trying to avoid invasions. Alright, we got that last crystal lizard too, so everything's coming up Millhouse here. We'll just go ahead and take that shortcut now. I think we'll also put on a flame-resistant ring because they shoot a lot of fireballs at us. And I'd like to mitigate that damage if I could. I think we will be looking for some better armor sets soon too, you guys. I'm sorry I've been using this armor set pretty much for like the entirety of our playthrough. But I will be trying to switch it up a little bit here soon. Just so we can have, you know, just so we can have a little more defense on our character here. This armor set looks nice, but it doesn't offer a whole lot of defense, unfortunately. Okay. We'll just go ahead and continue where we left off here. Take care of these guys. Oh, good thing that we have the Flamestone plate ring on, that's all I'm going to say. We do have NPC enemies down there that will aggro us if we get too close. And this is another reason why I wanted to kill these guys. Because those guys will absolutely run up here and try to kill me. So, we're going to go ahead and try and kill these guys before they get up here to gank us. These NPC enemies in particular are not too strong, but they can be kind of a pain in the ass if you're not ready for them. Thankfully, Chaos Bed Vestiges is just as OP as ever, so we can make this fight even more of a joke. I'm going to try not to use too much of my mana here, though, because we're going to need to save it for a different area in a second here. Alright. You'll note we already got the Drang twin hammers when we explored the Cathedral of the Deep. That other guy that you fight drops the Drang twin spears, which is a decent weapon, I think. I don't really know. I'm just spitballing here. I'm sure any weapon in this game can be viable if you know how to use it. I don't think we'll be fighting all of these giants, but we will be killing a couple of them at least, just to thin out this area a little bit. Oh, wow. You know what? I didn't realize it until now, but apparently giants are very weak to magic damage. Look at that. Holy crap. Kill them in like 7 hits. I am used to them being a lot tankier than that. That's the only reason I say that. I don't think we're missing anything else out here in this courtyard, so we'll just take our gains here, and we'll go to that next area. And this is an area that I want to save my mana for, because we're going to need it. We're just gonna need it. Now right here is a hidden wall. And down in this area there are several very tough enemies. But your reward for defeating these enemies is the best ring in the game. At least in my opinion, it is the best ring in the game. Now, it is possible to aggro one of these guys at a time. So I'm going to try to do that. And then we're just going to cheese them. Because I am terrified of fighting these enemies normally. Fighting these enemies normally is just, no. I don't want to do that. Human dregs. I'll tell you guys what human dregs do in a second here. After I kill this guy, oh my god. We might die. Oh, we got, oh, what? That attack is a grab attack. That attack is supposed to, like, kill you, pretty much. No! Ooh. I literally just saw my death. The Ring of Favor. Now, before I go on, those human dregs we picked up, that's another one of those covenant items. Actually, for this guy right here, the Aldrich Faithful. The rewards from that covenant is pretty good as well. But this Ring of Favor that we found, this is the best ring in the game. It will increase your health, stamina, and equip load at the same time. Yeah, that's really all there is to it, but, I mean, it does not get better than that, folks. Trust me, it is just that good. So this will probably end up being our ring setup for the rest of this game. We're probably gonna find upgrades to these rings soon enough. You know, except for the witch's ring, but like, this will probably be our ring setup for the rest of the game. We're just gonna have the extra health and stamina from this one, the stamina recovery speed from this one, the spell casting time from this one, and the damage boost from this one. And then whenever we have to, like, swap out a ring to do anything else with, like, fall damage or something like that, then we could just swap out, like, the witch's ring or something. And that'll be good for that, for now. But I have been waiting so long for us to finally get the Ring of Favor. And I am so glad that we finally got it. Because it is just such a good ring. I mean, now we have 828 health. And without it, we would only have 804. Okay, so it doesn't seem like that big of a difference, but in all honesty, how much stamina does it add? 102 stamina versus... versus 111. So yeah, the stamina bonus is much better, honestly. Having that extra stamina to attack with, and the equip load, so you can equip more armor pieces. I mean, it's just all around such a good ring. So I would never get rid of that ring if I were you guys. I'll just say that right now. It's gotta be one of the best rings in this game. I don't know why I keep going over here. I need Titanite chunks to upgrade my stuff. And we haven't found any Titanite chunks yet. So we'll just be leveling up for the time being. We'll get to 25 intelligence, and we'll get our health up a little more as well. And yeah, now we will resume our exploration of the latter parts of Irithyll. But yes. We have finally got the best ring in the game. And now we will very slowly climb up this ladder and make our way to the next area. I do not believe we will be able to fight the next boss here. In this video, obviously. Because the next boss is another Lord of Cinder. So we're definitely not, I definitely do not think we're ready to fight him in this, well, I think we are ready to fight, what am I saying? We are ready to fight him, we just don't have enough time to fight him. It's just that the next boss will be another Lord of Cinder, so I would like to save that for, like, its own video. Obviously, because I don't want to go over the time limit here. Coming up here is where you have to go for the next part of this area, but as you can see, another callback to the original Dark Souls. From Software just put a shit ton of Silver Knight archers up here. Because they do not give a fuck. They want you to just eat shit as you're coming up here. We are gonna try to get past a few of these. What? I don't even understand what just happened. Did I just get one hit killed by a Silver Knight's arrow? That is ridiculous. Alright, well anyway. Guess we'll climb up this long-ass ladder again. Sorry about that, guys. But, there are only a few items around those Silver Knight archers, and generally speaking, they're not too difficult to take care of. It's just that I got completely taken off guard by the fact that they just flat out one-shot me. I did not honestly think that would happen. I have 21% physical damage absorption, so even though this isn't the best armor set for damage absorption, I figured I would at least be able to take a hit from an arrow without dying. Yeah, see, that arrow only took about 40% of my health. It didn't take all of my health. So I really don't know what killed me there. Oh well. We'll get our souls back. And then we'll just go up to the next... Actually, before we do that, let's drop down here real quick. Because you can get yourself some more ashes here. So that's pretty useful. There's also another shortcut over here, but I don't think we're going to need that shortcut. I'll get it anyway, just so you guys can see where it is. And if you want to get it on your playthrough, because it can be kind of useful if you're struggling with this section. Wow. We got the full Silver Knight armor in a single drop. What are the odds of that? Seriously. I'm pretty sure the armor pieces only have like a... I'm pretty sure each armor piece only has like a 5% chance of dropping. So the fact that we got 3 in one drop is pretty nuts. Well, there goes all my luck for the rest of this playthrough, probably. Now this little Silver Knight Archer duo is kind of annoying, but you can actually aggro one at a time here as well. They're not too hard. Oh god. Maybe my parry is what killed me earlier, because that did a lot of damage to me. The reason I like to instinctually parry is because parrying Silver Knight archers, or no, not Silver Knight archers, um, parrying Silver Knights in the first Dark Souls game was actually like really easy for me. I was very good at the parry timing in that game. I am not so good at the parry timing in this game though. You will not see me parrying a whole lot in this game. I'm sorry to say it, guys. Like, I'm just not very good at parrying shit in this game. Yeah, right down here is another shortcut you can get. If you just kick this ladder down, or, no, it's not a kick ladder, it's just, yeah, you come down here, and then you open this gate, and then you're right back out here with all these guys that shoot fireballs. So, if you want to get back up here to where these Silver Knight archers are, all you have to really do is take the elevator from the Pontiff Sullivan room, and then run up into that little room and climb the ladder, and that's all you gotta do. Dragon Slayer Great Bow, I really wish I hadn't dropped off of the roof just to get that item, because that was not worth it in my opinion, because now I have to run all the way back. Try not to die while I'm running back. But there are a ton of useful items along that little awning with the Silver Knights. So if you want to take the time to like drop down on each of these little sections here and get those items, by all means do so, because those items can be pretty useful. Obviously, if you're using like a bow build, then the Dragon Slayer Great Bow would probably be useful for you. Now right in here is a thing we're going to explore in the next episode. I'm sorry, we just don't have enough time to do it right this minute. But coming up here, you can enter another area that is a total, like, fan service and callback to the first Dark Souls game. This elevator should be recognizable in and of itself. And Orlando. That is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. Anor Londo. And I think we will leave the episode right there. We will explore everything this area has to offer and maybe fight this Lord of Cinder next time. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you all next time.